The spirit of Lagann responds to love. This is something we discover in episode 2 of Gurren Lagann. There's a scene where Yoko leans a little bit close over Simon's shoulder, and Simon suddenly gets flustered with the excitement of a crush. And in that very moment, the spiral key to Lagann begins to pulse with energy, which means that Lagann is listening and responding to Simon's feelings. And this is interesting, because Lagann typically responds to Simon's emotions whenever he believes in himself or in his power to fight for his friends. But in this context, it is activated by a nascent crush. I think what's happening here is that Simon's feelings of romantic excitement revolve around the idea of self-worth. Whenever anyone experiences the flutters of a crush, part of that excitement can stem from the idea or hope that your crush might reciprocate those feelings. And that's why it hurts so bad when you realize that your crush isn't interested in you at all. It very often feels like you're just not good enough, and that's the reason you're unloved. Simon was nursing the hope that he might yet be good enough for Yoko in the early days of their companionship. And this idea that love and self-worth are connected in Simon's mind will return with a vengeance in episode 8, when a disastrous battle permanently changes the trajectory of Simon's life. And by the way, this is going to be a major spoiler, so heads up if you haven't seen the series. Simon will catch wind of a little romance brewing between Kamina and Yoko when he spots them sharing a good luck kiss before a battle. And this devastates him because he still harbors his silent crush on Yoko. And even though he tries to respect their autonomy with the rational part of his mind, he still falls into a dark pit of heartbreak. And this would have disastrous consequences in the battle to come, because Simon's psychological pain will compromise his ability to pilot Lagann. Lagann was never a mere machine. It only ever responded to the voice of Simon's spirit. And there was something about heartbreak that dampened that voice, because it crushed Simon's power to believe in himself. And it's not an accident that Simon's sudden incapacity in this battle would end up getting Kamina killed. Kamina had always entrusted his life to Simon, but he also understood that Simon had to trust himself for the gamble to pay off. Simon can only protect Kamina when he believes in the Simon that Kamina believes in. But in the moment when Simon spotted Kamina kissing Yoko, his self-worth was suddenly shattered by the idea that he could never be as good as his bro.